Hey people, I didn't drink coffee for a whole week and I want to share with you my first coffee and share with you how it tastes, how hard it hits, and yeah, let's go. Well, it tastes bitter, which is good. I hope you can clearly see my face and everything. It's quite windy, so I hope you can clearly hear my voice. Well, honestly, yeah, it tastes good. I'm starting to notice something in my head. It feels a bit heavy and dirty. I don't know if in a good way. Yesterday I had a long, slow run of 14 kilometers. So today I will just jog for a few meters to not lose the habit of jogging every day, running every day. Which is a shame because with this coffee, I probably would be very much inclined to run very fast and long today. I really would love to, but I need to be careful with my joints because I had a long break. Well, I'm a bit off topic. Yeah, today is my rest day. Whew. Ooh. Oh, okay. Ooh. In case you're wondering, why did I even bother to try a week without coffee? I don't know. Agency, self-efficacy is something that feels good as a human being, because if you feel like a slave to your own possessions and habits, that sucks. And then to pick out one thing in your life and be like, actually, let's make a test here. Am I in control? Then it feels good if you are able to pull it off, if you can prove yourself that you are in control. But honestly, abstaining 1 week from something doesn't really prove that, but it's a start, right? It's worth something. My left arm is getting heavy. And I know I do have... What do I have on my nose? Well, whatever that is, I have that. And probably you noticed as well, which is fine. Well... Oh. Ooh. Well, what can I say? My left arm is starting to low-key cramp. No, not yet, but ooh, it's quite hard to do that for a few minutes. Well, I think I'll also drink that, and then in half an hour I would give you an update. Maybe euphoria will kick in. I'm not sure if like caffeine like instantly does something to you, to your brain. I mean like instantly, like, or if it takes a few minutes to really hit, Yep. Well, in case you're still watching, I want to say thank you so much for your attention, and I hope that in your life you feel like you are in control of most things. To be in control of everything is impossible, but of most things, and that if you feel like one thing is not under your control and it's maybe impacting your life negatively, that you can single that out and get rid of it. I hope you can do it. It's for sure not impossible. And also, if you feel like one particularly habit would drastically improve your life, or maybe not drastically, maybe just a bit, a habit that you do not own yet, then go for it and try to make the barrier of entry as low as possible and start today or tomorrow. I mean, better today, but I used to say tomorrow is the false god of most humans. Praying to the tomorrow god only leads to problems. The tomorrow god is basically lying to you. Yeah, tomorrow. Well, no. Life is now. Okay, I'm gonna take my last sip now. Oh, yes. And I think after this coffee I'm not gonna drink for a few days again. Let's see. Almost done. So yes, make the barrier of entry as low as possible, as I did with pull-ups and running. I do pull-ups and I run every day, and literally for very prolonged periods of time I only run for 5 meters a day, which is kind of pathetic, but it makes a psychological difference to not lose momentum, and it also makes a little physiological difference actually. Really, it's those little steps who are so important. Who or that are so important? Yep. Okay. Last sip of coffee. Again, the taste is bitter, nothing special or breathtaking. I think it would hit harder if I would have abstained for 2 weeks or a month or like 2 months or like a year. But I definitely noticed something in my mind, in my brain. I do notice something for sure. Well, everyone who is still watching, thank you so much for whatever. And yep. And honestly, these little things add up. These little wins add up. And it's in those difficult, hard times when doing 1 pull-up instead of 0 and running 3 meters instead of 0, it makes such a big difference. But you notice that in hindsight, you know? I think there is a study that showed that only doing 1/9 of your regular workout volume when it comes to strength training and stuff is enough to preserve your muscle mass. And trust me, if you have a bad phase, everyone struggles from time to time. If that bad phase comes to an end and you start over again, it's a huge difference if you start from 0 or if you start from, well, okay, my volume was ridiculously low, but for the last 30 days or 50 days, at least I did do a few pull-ups per day, or I did run a few meters per day, and here and there sprinkled in a kilometer or more than that. You do not start from 0. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. But I do not want to pretend that I have my life in order. There are so many people. This is also problematic. I watch a lot of stuff, like everyone does nowadays, I guess. That's problematic. I want to fix that, reduce that time drastically. You know, all of those people with very interesting things to say about how to improve your life, and I highly respect that. But when it comes to like pseudo deep advice, I'm a bit skeptical, and I'm curious about myself. If I ever get viral or have a lot of views and subscribers and stuff, will I mean, I will be tempted, and I'm curious if I will start to sell you workshops and one-on-one coaching and ebooks and useless merch. I'm curious if I will be tempted and do that. And I don't really judge other YouTubers or influencers who sell useless stuff. Not really. I mean, maybe I'm a bit jealous. Am I? I don't know, but I don't really judge. But like, on the one hand, I'm like, you know, if people have free will, if they do want to buy useless stuff, fine, and for them it has meaning, and maybe they see it as a tribute to their favorite influencers or YouTubers. I respect that. No, I do respect that. But in myself there is like this rebel who doesn't want to be weak and greedy and that does this part that wants to be stronger than those materialistic temptations. And I truly believe in my heart that materialistic stuff, just material, to own that, is just so fucking useless. Like, it will take up space if you move to another flat, to another city, another country. It will take up physical space, mental space. It will take your time. There is nothing more valuable in your life than time, right? Than freedom and space in your mind and having free time. But yeah, like those decisions that you have to eventually take, like, oh, do I want to keep this shirt or not? Do I want to keep this cup or not? With I don't know. At least in my case, I really struggle with that. And even if I sometimes am successful and I just throw away something, the very process of taking that decision, of throwing it away and stuff, it just took time away from my life that I will never get back, that I could have spent with something more meaningful, you know. So honestly, I feel like if I would one day like sell you guys whatever stuff, even if you would enjoy to have that, I would feel like I'm like actively taking money from you while simultaneously just giving you a problem. So it's like, on the long run, it will just affect you negatively, and you even pay me money for that. But this is just a weird take. I know I'm a weird guy, but no, honestly, and maybe those who resonate a little bit with that, who are interested in minimalism, maybe you see it like I do. Sure, it can be beautiful to have objects in your life that give you joy, but I don't know, this whole thing about objects giving you joy, this is just, I don't know. I think, yes, in life the most valuable things are have a physical health, mental health, and also peace of mind and freedom in your head. having free space in your head, and maybe having some free space in your house, in your flat, in your room, just freedom to move. And this is beautiful. This is this is what life is about. But if your room, if your flat is full of stuff, it's just it's just too much weight. At least for me. Maybe if you're super materialistic and you really enjoy that, then it's fine for you, I guess. But in my case, it's not like that. Well, this is very long so far, so I think I will just make a podcast out of this. Wow! And a solo podcast. Yep. If you're still watching, please comment. What's your opinion about anything I said? And yep, you can do some predictions. Do you think I will sell useless stuff to other humans one day, or not? What do you think? And that's the thing. I have this little greedy bastard in myself, that feels the biology, this drive to climb the socio-economical ladder, to acquire resources and power. I think every human has that. But then I have also another side in myself that is like really aware of that drive, that I would say is maybe natural. Maybe it's not natural, okay? It could be also, a lot of people would say, well, bro, you were born and raised in a capitalistic society. It's not natural. If you ask me, I think I don't know if it's natural or not. It doesn't even matter. The point is, we were all like raised in that world, in this where like capitalism globally kind of won, and it's like in our minds already. But the point is, I have these two sides, and I also have that side that is really rebellious, and that is like, you think acquiring more resources and stuff will make your life better? No. The worst case, which is quite a realistic scenario, you will be greedy as fuck. You will have more and more money or possessions, and then it's like, oh no, I want it to grow more, and I do not want it to lose. And then suddenly you are a cuck of your own greed, and you're like, oh well, I could buy gold or silver, I could buy this ETF, I could buy that thing, or oh no, it went down, oh no, should I sell, shouldn't I sell, oh, but if I sell, how many taxes will I need to pay, and oh no, I could lose it, and I want to have more and more. And suddenly your free time, your freedom, your peace of mind, maybe it's then tied too much to that need to grow your wealth. And then you're kind of fucked. You might lose it all, and you're like a bit disappointed, or it keeps growing, which is good for you. But I think this is very dangerous. So I think hopefully in the best case you are able to be like, okay, this is nice, I can grow my wealth and do good things with that. I can try to like help other humans, poor humans, invest in a way that actually improves the life of my family and friends, then improves the life of my neighborhood, of my city, of my country, of other countries globally. This is very nice, and I think it's possible as well, okay? So I don't want to be like, oh, it's bad to be rich, or no, it's totally fine to dream about financial freedom and stuff. This is totally fine, but I think financial freedom I think many people naively think if I'm financially free, then I'm fulfilled, then my life is good. I doubt it, honestly. I doubt it, highly doubt it. And what the fuck is financial freedom? I would say financial freedom is when you truly don't give a fuck about anything, and when you're like, maybe you could be a Christian, or I think if you're a Christian, a true believer, then you're like, I don't have to worry about these things because God is gonna take care of me eventually. You know, the financial freedom is to be like, I'm fine with, if in the worst case I'm poor, whatever, or just not worrying about tomorrow. You know, maybe this is financial freedom, independently of how much wealth you actually got. But oh man, I hope the audio is good enough. It would really suck if not, because I'm talking for quite a while now. Yeah, anyways, financial freedom, be careful. But hey, I get it. If you are like struggling and you are in debt, or you are like, you know, you want to have a wife and a family, and in your childhood you were kind of on the poor side, and you just want to be like, oh, I have to constantly worry about paying my rent, and I do not want to be homeless and stuff. I get it, okay, I totally get it. This is totally normal, and to strive for financial success. But that's that, like, you know, in our society, in the West, success is often understood as being equivalent to life success, having a fulfilling life, and that's not the same thing. I think it can correlate a bit, but there is no causation, probably. And yeah, this is the interesting thing about me, that I do self-reflect quite a bit, and yeah, I have this greedy capitalistic side in me, but I also have this very, very rebellious side. Oh, it's very windy. I'm trying to protect. Sorry, this will look disgusting probably. Okay, well, yeah, but like I said, I have those two sides in me, in myself, and they wrestle. And let's see who's gonna win, who has the upper hand if I go viral and then suddenly, because, you know, then, well, okay, I get a lot of views and attention, so, you know, some people come and are like, hey, present this product and we give you money. This is gonna be tempting, and in 90% of the cases, whatever they will want me to sell to you is useless stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a video series or shorts or whatever, content about me, like trying out stuff. And maybe companies can send me their shit and I can try it out and give my honest review. It would be so funny if they would send me stuff, even if they know that I will tear their product apart, and from a rating out of 0 to 10 I will just give it a 0 or -1 most of the time. Well, no, but yeah, I hope that we will all have a very long, healthy and fulfilling life, you know that. And I'm curious, for how long have I been talking? I want to show you a tree. Wait a second. Quite beautiful, right? That tree. Nice. I've been talking for 24 minutes. So let's see if I come up with some more interesting thoughts. But I think for a podcast, as a beginner, yapping for 25 minutes is not bad at all. Yeah, so be careful with these false gods. I wanted to mention one thing that Jesus said, right? That there is this interesting story in the Gospels where a rich, extremely rich guy comes up to Jesus and asks him, hey, I want to be good with God in the day, like when the apocalypse comes. I want to go into heaven or something like that. What do I have to do to have guarantee to be close to God and go to heaven? And Jesus then asks him everything, and he always answers like the rich man, the 10 commands, I take them seriously, I never sin, blah blah blah. And then at the end Jesus tells him, well, if you really want to go into heaven and have a guarantee, sell all your stuff and give away your money. And then the rich guy's like, oh, well maybe, okay, well, nice to meet you, bye bye. Which I get it, right? It's a human. I mean, yeah, I get it. Most humans wouldn't sell their stuff, so yeah, it's quite radical what he said, right? And I'm not saying like this is not financial advice here. Yeah, you know that. And I'm not saying like, oh yes, you should all sell all your stuff and give it away to poor people. I don't know if you should do that. I don't know. I'm not giving any financial advice, but it's a very radical thought, right? Very radical thought. Yeah. Well, anyways, I hope you did enjoy this improvised first episode of the solo podcast, Felini Raw. If you want me to talk about specific topics, please write it in the comments. For the very few people of you who watched until now, thank you so much. And yep, I will go on to run for a few meters now, do some pull-ups, and last thing, I feel normal. Maybe I was a bit more whatever because of the coffee, but I don't feel such a big difference, if I'm honest. Maybe it helped me to yap more, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, this is another thing, like YouTubers all the time are like, oh, I quit coffee for 1 week and it changed my life. I'm very skeptic. I'm like, it changed your life? And oh, you're doing like an ad for like a cocoa power mix that you can buy for just $30, and with this coupon greedy influencer 67, you can get a 20% discount. Sure. Quitting coffee for sure changed your life. No, actually, hey, if it does change your life, good for you in a good way, but I'm very skeptic with these claims. Well, oftentimes I'm just very anti that. Okay, I'll show you this plane there. Huh? Oh, there it is. I'll show you the beautiful landscape. Well, thank you for watching or listening, and see you soon.